Dutchsinse here, 8:47 p.m. Central Time on Monday, June 25th, 2012. And we're looking at telecast here. I have the Continental Radar View turned on. Also, Titan Storm Tracking and National Weather Service alerts. Now you can see here there's several outbreaks going on. Let's get into the most serious right now. Of course, still Tropical Storm Debbie hanging off the west coast of Florida. National Weather Service has still a series of tornado watches and warnings issued throughout today, going from south of Tampa up through the center of the state to northeast to Jacksonville, right at the Georgia border. Extending northeast from there, there's a strong cell outbreak going on in North Carolina. A whole line of hail detected. Let me go ahead and turn these on so you can see them a little better. All right, all these blue boxes are hail detected by the computer, and then the National Weather Service has these severe thunderstorm warnings and watches issued right here, and that's throughout the entire state basically, and that's heading east-southeast. And that's because there's actually two systems at play here. You can see up here in the north, north of Montreal, northeast of Montreal, there's Canadian Weather Service warnings issued for severe thunderstorms. And this is a counterclockwise rotating system up here over the northeast, up over Maine, going up into southeast Canada. And of course, in between there is this outbreak that's occurring. So we have a low to the south, low to the north. Both are pulling east-northeast eventually, and that's producing severe across the entire east coast. Now, up in the northwest, basically going from Wyoming northeast through the tip of Nebraska, going up into South and North Dakota, then west through Montana, even going over towards Idaho, and then north. So east of Calgary, east of Edmonton, west of Saskatoon, a very serious outbreak going on. Canadian Weather Service is already notified on that. And of course, there's hail and damaging winds detected with all of this. The hail, again, is blue boxes. Damaging winds are these yellow squares. Okay, so once we go south from there into Utah, going over into Colorado, extending far south through Arizona into Mexico, a series of strong cell thunderstorms, and even hail detected here in Utah. And once we get on here into the west coast, we do have another storm coming in. We go ahead and show that to you on a different outlook here. And again, you can see the multiple systems at play. East coast, we have the tropical storm down here. Also up in the northeast, two systems at play. Disturbance in the Midwest going up into the northwest, and then a rotating low pressure system off the west coast, which is coming down over the north part of California over Oregon. And you can see the setup that's getting ready to happen here. We have the tropical buildup going on down here. A line is going to form here in just a second right here. And that's our current outbreak on the last panel. I'll stop it there so you can see it. All right, so here's the last frame, and you can see it. This is the flow that's coming up from the south. It's a buildup that's occurring. It's produced several tropical storms over the past few weeks, well, actually a few months now. And now this storm is coming in from the northwest. It's going to swirl down and tap into this already existing situation here, which most likely will produce over the next few days severe weather in New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, Arkansas. Once this swirls down and taps in, let me go ahead and animate the map up again. You'll be able to see what's going on. Okay, here it comes, swirling down, coming up over California, and it starts to pull up from the south. The flow exists just one state away, so it's going to tap into that. Be aware that's going to go on for the next day. And again, be aware on the southeast coast, that's not going to be gone for the next day or so. So you still have another day of flooding rains, damaging winds, and hail to be aware of, okay? Hang in there, folks. Cheers. Much love.